This is the Parker Bros with the RCBL here for the last episode of Makeshift Microphones. You know we had to use this trophy. We're here with the RCBL Shockers after a 10-2 win in Game 6 of the RCBL Championship over the Bridgewater Reds to take the whole thing. Coach, this is your second time doing this in 3 years. How does it feel?
It's awesome. Great team over there. Number 1 seed.
Oh my God! He is soaked! He's soaked! Yeah! Oh my!
Alright, Potts is riding in cargo.
Potts! Potts, what they do, bro? What they do?
Oh my goodness.
That boy is wet.
I've never seen so much water before.
All right, anyways.
He's so wet.
We just kept coming.
Want me to restart?
No, we gotta keep that.
No, I have it, but it's still going right now.
Keep going. Anyway, let's keep this ball rolling. Oh, man. All right.
Potts, you're soaked,
You
dude.
got the trophy wet.
I'm gonna sit in water.
Oh my gosh.
Let it soak.
All right, where we at? So, Coach,
Oh my gosh.
this is your second time doing it in 3 years.
Second time done that too.
Over the defending champion Bridgewater Reds. How does it feel? And how,
Oh man. Cool now. Those guys are number 1 seed for a reason. There's no disputing that. We just played well for 5 and 6.
So much
maybe
water.
4 now. Maybe not the game 2, but I'm just really happy the way we responded tonight after how last night went. Could have been down in the dumps about it. Could have been, Huffman pitched incredible last night, but I thought we had a great approach to play. Matty threw strikes the entire night. Defense made plays. I've stressed it all year. Doing all those 3 things well in baseball: offense, defense, and pitching. And when I say it, it's true. You do those 3 things well, you're going to win a lot of games. We did that this year. And we talked all regular season about being productive at the end of the year and playing good baseball heading into the postseason. 2-game sweep in the first round, 5-game series at Clover Hill, 2 on the road we got, and we got 2 on the road in this series. So couldn't be happier for these guys. It's just the perfect way to cap off a long summer. I think we played 41 games, so it's a great way to cap off the entire summer.
Luke Keister, Series MVP, 14 for 26 with 8 RBIs. Something just clicked for you in this championship that, I mean, you were solid all year, but my goodness, it just all came together for you. How were you able to go out there and just show out? Wait, we have to interview you with your...
Yeah, your own plaque there.
You want me to hold it or?
Hold it like a trophy.
Well, first things first, shout out to the Bridgewater Reds with a heck of a season. They had multiple guys come out like Chris Huffman, Derek Schiffler that absolutely shoved, and they played their hearts out, and we were just fortunate to come out on top. And at the plate, I just wanted to help my team win. I knew it was the final series of the season for us, and I wanted to go out on top, and whatever I could do to help my team win, I was just fortunate to get the opportunities to do it, and got lucky and got it done.
All right, so Matt House, very big series for you as well. You did a stellar job tonight on the mound, and you also did a great job on at the plate. What was the key to getting it done out there and just thriving out there?
Just trying to pitch to the catcher, or not make Dawson do too much work back there. Rely on the defense, and at the plate, just see the ball up and drive the ball.
All right, so back to Coach Potts. Everyone was talking all season about it being a Bucks versus Reds series. You eliminated that. You not only just eliminated that chance of that series, but you also were able to shock both of them. You shocked.
We shocked the nation.
Yeah, shocked the nation by winning for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah.
And as Newmarket, as Coach Messick was saying, Newmarket didn't want you, and you're shoving this in your face. Yeah. What
Take
was
that,
the
Newmarket.
Yeah.
Talk to him,
What
Kurt.
was the mentality that led to this championship?
I think last year was a disappointment. I think we were a 500 team. We got knocked out in the first round after having a lead. A lot of prideful guys here, a lot of guys who love to win. And I think if you ask a lot of them, the reason they do this isn't for the reps. They do it to get one of these. And I like the team that we built on paper this year heading into the season. Thought we played pretty good baseball throughout the year for the most part, with a couple hiccups here and there. And then we talked about just being a good team in the postseason and playing fundamental baseball. And the 2 games we lost this series, we didn't do that. The game 2 here, we got sloppy, and obviously last night Chris was dominant. But outside of that, I mean, throughout the entire postseason, we played pretty good baseball, and guys stepped up. Obviously, Luke's had a big year for us, and Kirk and Matt over there, but the Jaden Clicks and the Caden Spades and the Cam Cummins and the guys who, on the mound probably didn't get as many innings as they should have, they came out in the finals and did their thing, and they pitched great. And you're going to need other guys to step up in those situations. You can't rely on 2 pitchers to do that all year. Obviously, going into this game, Matt was more or less rested. He hadn't thrown a lot in this series, which is what we wanted. And we didn't have to use Kirk tonight. So that was, it's guys stepping up when they needed to. And I thought tonight that Hauser had a huge night at the plate for us, drove in a bunch of runs. Nick Arnold had a good night. Obviously, these 2 have been doing their thing in this series. Pierce had a good series as well. So this is why we do it. And we're not doing it just for something to do. We're doing it to get one of these. And last 5 years, we built ourselves into a pretty good organization in terms of success on the field. So that was the goal when I took over. To go to 3 championships in 5 years and to win 2 of them. So, pretty good 5-year plan. So just going to be happier for these guys. A lot of time, a lot of gas money that goes into this, and to be able to cap the season off with the championship tonight is just the perfect way to end it.
So let's consider the fact that a lot of these guys are Shenandoah players.
Yes.
You went to you played at Shenandoah, and you guys, as Keister said earlier in the year, that you guys had a really bitter taste in your mouth after getting beaten in the regionals, and then you were able to come out here and win it, the Super Regionals. But anyways, how were you able to take that fuel and get this championship out here, and how do you think that's going to translate into the season coming up?
So I think, they can tell me if I'm wrong, I think Shenandoah played 52 games this year. We played 41. So these guys here, from February 11th or 12th, whenever you guys started your school season, in the last 6 months, they played 90-some baseball games. And again, we kind of stress it. Shenandoah's obviously been one of the best D3 programs in the country for the last, 13, 14 years. So these guys understand the objective when they come out here. It's not just come out here and screw around and, just for something to do. We're here to win. And we talk about that all throughout the year. And, it takes, guys making sacrifices and bunting when they don't want to bunt and taking reduced roles when they need to take reduced roles in order to make this work. And like I said, it carried over. They had a great season. They ran into the national champions. There's no shame in losing national champions. If you don't get knocked out, you might as well get knocked out by the champions. And they just carried it over. I think these guys, this first couple games, got the Super Regional, but when they got here, it was kind of a seamless transition. They stepped right in. They did what they had to do. It's pretty good looking right here. I like this. This is why we do it, though. I mean, really, there are other things they could be doing with their summer, not driving up and down 81 and going to all these games. And
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways. So in order to, it takes sacrifice in order to get one of these, and it's just awesome to have it here. Was it August 15th? Played a lot of baseball.
So, one thing that will be forgotten with this trophy is the guy that you got it against, Derek Shiflett.
Yeah.
One of the most incredible careers we've seen in this RCBL
Absolutely.
league. Tonight it came to an end after pitching over 400 pitches in this RCBL championship series. It wasn't the way I talked to him a half hour ago, and obviously he was taking it very hard.
Of course.
What do you have to say about? One of the better players we'll see. And his
So I've been in the league since 2014. He's been in the league. We're the same age. So to see him go from the flamethrower that he was when we were 21, 22 years old to being the wily veteran out there who's throwing 100+ pitches all the time. The guys in the dugout were kind of amazed by it. Like, I had a hunch he might pitch tonight, but I wasn't betting on it. And then we saw him warming up. And I got the lineup card at the plate meeting. I'm like, oh, he's actually doing it. The fact that he's able to go out and be effective at all after throwing, 160, 150, he's probably he's over 100 again tonight. Just the fact that he's able to go out and be effective is speaks to the type of player he is. And like you said, obviously, great career if he actually decides to hang it up. I'm sure Corbin's going to try to talk him out of it if he can. I'm sure there'll be a lot of peer pressure here, but a long time before end of May when we start 2024 season. So the ultimate competitor, you never let your guard down against him, and obviously he had success against us this year. He's had success against us every year, and you know you're going to be challenged, and you know that he's not going to back down from it. So if that is it, I mean, it's an unbelievable career. If it is actually it, but like I said, I got a hunch that Corbin Lucas is going to be in his ear a little bit here as we get a little, 5-6 months from now when, we start talking about the 2024 season. Like, hey, you sure you want to hang it up? But he got there and got through the injury that he had, and just to perform. I mean, he hit over 600 heading into this game. He was dominating the plate. He was really giving us fits. But he's a great player. I mean, just can't say anything bad about the man.
So now you guys, actually every single person other than the two commentators at this table have now won 2 championships in the last 3 years. Yep. Bridgewater was going for 2 in a row. You were able to stop that. But considering that, I mean, a lot of people can say, well, you won 2 in 3 years. Yeah, three championship series in 4 years. That's pretty good. You guys, if you guys come back next year, win another one, you guys win a few more within the next 10 years. That's a dynasty. Yeah. What do you think? Obviously, you're going to be recruiting more Shenandoah guys to play for this team, but how do you guys take this championship? Because, I mean, we know Nolan Potts is probably the most competitive person in the RCBL. Looking ahead, I mean, we know you're already thinking about next year, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, probably, yeah. Back to work.
What are y'all going to do in order to get it done next year? And as I said, keep building a dynasty here at the RCBL Washington football team Shockers.
It's back to the lab again.
It's
right,
number one, you got to see who wants to come back. There are going to be guys that say they've had enough because it's a lot of time and commitment. There's going to be guys that get opportunities in the Valley League. I have no doubt about that. Some of our younger guys are going to get chances to play at that next level. So, I mean, every year's different. Heading into the year, I didn't know we were going to have Nick Arnold until about 2 weeks before the season started. It changes from year to year. I mean, obviously the commitment level. Matt House was going to be a PO this year and never come to any games, and then here we are. He's playing every day.
DH.
The ball well. And, CJ's back there. CJ wasn't really going to get into it this year, and he ended up being our pitching coach and doing a great job calling pitches. It's hard. It's hard to say right now, but I like what we've built, and I think through word of mouth and people watching us play, we got a pretty good team here, and we play the game the right way. When I took over as a coach, that's all I wanted. I wanted to be competitive and, to be in these situations. Because when I first got in the league, it was always Clover Hill, Bridgewater. Clover Hill, Bridgewater. Stewart Draft in there, too. It wasn't us. We were getting knocked out in the first round every year. And we got the right guys in place, the Pierce Bookers of the world, the Ty Bennett's of the world who didn't play this year, but he was a big part of it. Frankie. We end up getting House and Henry and guys like that later. We get Luke in 2020. We built a great group of high-character guys who care about baseball. And it's translated on the field. They're talented. They know the game. Obviously, the Shenandoah connection outside of, I think Nick might be the only one, and Harris. They know how to play the game the right way because that's how they're taught. So it makes my life a lot easier. Come summer baseball, and they know what they're supposed to do. They know how to execute the small ball situations. They know what to do on first and thirds. They know how to communicate in the field. So, long story short, long answer to your question there.
I think we're at 15 minutes.
Probably, man. We're taking up the data on there.
13.
Okay.
Wow. We're talking. Yeah, man. We're just going to be here all night.
Mom's dragging.
We got to see where our situation takes us next year. Are we going to be playing here? Are we going to be playing elsewhere? Obviously, we were kind of a team without a home this year. But it didn't stop us. It didn't deter us. And like I said, to have this thing right here, to beat a team over there with so many good players, just speaks volumes to what these guys have been able to accomplish. I don't want to take credit for it. They got to go out and perform the job. So I try to put them in good positions. They actually got to go out and execute, and they did that.
So for you guys, for you two players, you've got, what, a week or so to celebrate before you got to head back to school?
I'm going back to school tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if you are, but I got to
work camp
tomorrow. Yeah, I'm working
at camp in the morning.
I think.
So I guess very little time to celebrate. What are you guys going to do to celebrate? Please keep it PG because we got the camera.
We're going to take ourselves to Rockingham County Fair.
Shit.
You're going to take yourself to Rockingham County Fair. Matt House, how are you going to celebrate?
I'm going to sleep. I am exhausted.
Yeah, that's what.
So literally, the kids come back for me on the 24th. Our first day back as a staff and everything else is literally tomorrow morning 9 a.m. So I was telling these guys, I'm like, to not have to worry about a game 7, to win it tonight, and to not have to make the trek back down here. It's pretty.
What?
I don't know. I just lost for words, which I know you don't believe, but I'm at a loss for words. But
No, I didn't.
no, you don't believe it.
All right, so you've heard from the 2023 champions, the RCBL Shockers. Potts is finally out of words.
Yes.
We'll see you next year.